beautiful souls, it's Tan here today with another video for you, and today is another special video because I'm going to be interviewing a manifesting generator who is my boyfriend Arjen.
Hi guys!
So yes, Arjen is back, and today we're going to be talking about just kind of what it's like to be a manifesting generator and how to work with some of the challenges of being a manifesting generator. Guys, yes, just in case, because you're watching this from astrology, Arjen is actually has a Leo Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Libra Rising.
Exactly.
And he's a manifesting generator in human design. SACRAL authority, manifesting generator. So, if you are not familiar with what a manifesting generator is, you can, of course, get your human design body graph online. I'll provide a link in the description box below. And if your aura type comes up as manifesting generator, this means that you are a mix of a generator and a manifester in human design.
Okay.
So you would have to have a defined sacral. So there's going to be a red square that is colored in your body graph. Plus there's going to be a channel connecting one of your motor centers to the throat. Meaning that you're going to either have your solar plexus having a channel connected to the throat from there, your will center, your sacral, or your root connected to your throat. And for Arjen over here, Arjen is a sacral authority manifesting generator, and he's manifesting directly from his sacral. Meaning that Arjen can make decisions. Meaning that Arjen can make decisions kind of like with his gut feeling and gut instinct, because his solar plexus is not defined, so he's a sacral generator, manifesting generator.
Okay, great.
So let's get to the questions now.
Let's do that.
So the first thing that we want to talk about with manifesting generators is that manifesting generators are considered to have this like way of waking up every day where they are full of energy, and they are full of energy to do things that they love to do. They would like to get started really quickly and do all of their priorities and finish that, since the beginning of the day. And sometimes change directions throughout the day if necessary and be a little bit spontaneous. So Arjen, do you resonate with this? Mm-hmm. What is your daily workflow and daily creative flow like?
Yes, I will answer the question.
Okay.
Yes. So, I think I resonate definitely with this part, whereby the first part is creating priorities, waking up early, full of energy to take on the day, whatever it brings. So just a typical day is just waking up quite early actually.
So what time do you wake up, usually?
Usually between 6:30 and 7 in the morning.
Okay.
Since I don't have to go to the office anymore.
Because of the coronavirus, so you're working from home.
Exactly.
And what do you do first thing?
The first thing I do is just checking what kind of work was there from last day left over, or what are the priorities of today to do.
Okay, so you don't have any routines in the morning, you just jump right to work.
Yes.
Okay.
I jump right to work. First important things. You don't eat,
you don't shower, there's like nothing that you have to do, or
not
meditate,
necessarily.
Exercise.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Sometimes I have a little routine which I try to do, is just make a smoothie in the morning. So you have food for the lunch and breakfast, breakfast, in one go, which is efficient, which is also good for me. And then you can just keep on working and drinking at the same time.
Okay.
And then of course my first routine is to finish my mailbox before 9 o'clock, which means that there's no more actions from me.
So you answer all your emails before 9 o'clock?
Yes.
So how many emails is that?
It depends how busy it was the day before, of course,
okay.
But somewhere between 5 and 25 emails of which you have to do something with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about throughout the rest of your day?
Yes, so from 9 o'clock then is my mailbox is empty, and since my work is mainly having meetings and of course doing my mailbox, so from 9 o'clock usually the meetings will start on, depending on how busy it is, which projects are going on, etc, etc. And it can vary between 3 meetings a day to 60 meetings a day or 7, whereby in the latter the whole day is just full with talking, etc. So that's why you have to be ready for the day, at least for my feeling, at 9 o'clock, so then you don't have to catch up in between, and you can just reply again on new things that are coming in.
Okay.
So basically everybody always has an answer within 24 hours for me.
Okay. Okay, that's like really fast working and responding really quickly to things. Okay.
And of course, the last part is the creative flow, what you asked, which means that it's usually going on also in the early morning while my head is still fresh and empty, because there's no really things you need to do. And so because you're ahead of stuff, you can just choose whatever you want to do. And that also helps my creative flow, because then I can just doodle around or design something, whatever, because I know everything is up to speed.
Okay. The next question is then, what kinds of things put a stop on your workflow or your flow in general during the day? What drains your energy?
It usually drains my energy is things that other people are trying to let me do. So if I don't decide what I'm doing, that drains my energy.
Okay, so this part is a little bit like maybe kind of like what a manifestor would feel is when people tell them what to do.
Yeah,
That will
like
just
that,
drain your energy a little bit. Okay. So the next question is that, manifesting generators are known to be quite versatile, and they need to have various different hobbies to like feel good. So do you have various different hobbies? What hobbies do you have?
Actually, I don't really have much hobbies, to my opinion. I know Tan is thinking differently, but because before, when I was younger, my hobbies were different. They were just martial arts. I was just doing that half of the week, basically.
Okay.
But nowadays it's just, sometimes I like things, but I don't really have like one hobby. So it's like little things I like to do. For example, with my business.
What is that?
I like to set up my business as a masseuse and wellness.
Okay, so massaging.
Yes, among other things, massage. And for that, for example, now I'm looking into essential oils. And what can you do with it? What are the things? And once I know that,
massage essential oils.
Yes, essential oils to massage, but also to smell and to use in your vaporizer at home, for example.
Okay.
And to give you a nice feeling, etc.
And if you are in the Netherlands, do stop by Arjen's business.
Yes, of course, in
There's
Culemborg,
Massage Wellness
Utrecht.
Center.
Easy to reach and very cheap.
Yes.
But
however, this massage business is not your full-time job. It's a hobby that you've made into a side business.
Yes, no, that's one of my hobbies then.
Yes,
that is true. And within that hobby then there's multiple aspects, like creating a better company or creating new things to do, etc. Learning more about massage, different aspects like Chinese massage.
And you also do various different kinds of massages. You're learning different kinds of massage as well. Like what?
No, that's true. So you've, on one hand, it's just like the Western massage where we know the hot stone and the relaxation and sports massage.
Yep.
On the other hand, we also have the Chinese take where you see the cupping, the gua sha and the tuina massages. And that will be expanded also over time. So then you could say massage maybe is a hobby now.
Okay. Do you have other hobbies?
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do. Apparently, she also thinks a hobby of mine is creating houses, which is not. It's just like a one-time thing. So to me, it's not a hobby. It's a one-time thing to create my own dream house.
But it's something that feeds into your creative flow.
No, that's true. That is true. But it doesn't necessarily make it a hobby then, right?
I think your hobby is a little bit more like buying and selling houses.
No, that's not a hobby.
Okay, maybe that's a common thing in the Netherlands, but I mean, that's what you like to do. You like to live in a place for a couple of years and then look for a new place and then buy and see how much money you can make through that. Like investing with your money, maybe that's like your hobby or something.
It's
doing something with money could also.
No, that's true. Maybe I mean, playing with money around that is maybe a hobby.
Okay.
Doing the stock with the houses, but it's more like a long-term plan than really a hobby, I would say.
How about gardening?
Gardening is also again something just nice for a little while. You put in the things, you see it grow, you eat it, and then that's it. Apparently, it's another hobby. So I have lots of hobbies, which I like, and they just give different kind of energies. Sometimes it's nice weather to work outside. Sometimes you just focus on dreams, making things nice and big, and just creating new things, basically.
Okay. Let's say you're doing many things at once. How do you not make a big mistake? Or what is your take on like skipping steps, like making mistakes?
I think people cannot make mistakes. I mean, of course everybody makes mistakes, but to make a mistake that it cannot be undone is really rare. So therefore you can just give sometimes different routes, not necessarily mistakes.
Yeah, so do you go back and correct it, or you
No,
just
I
move
could
on?
move forward.
So what do you do with that part of the thing that
You make it work
How?
any way possible. There's no mistake. It's like, oh, you try to do like this, it doesn't work, you try like this, it doesn't work, you try like this, oh, this works, okay, go on. You just keep moving forward. And of course you learn from your mistakes and what you've done, but it's not that you're not going to stand there and think, oh, so bad, oh, I'm losing, oh,
So
this.
you mean you try not to do it again next time?
Yes, you learn from the things you do.
Okay.
And some people call it mistakes, but...
I see. So like, for example, let's do an easy example. Like, let's say that you are, you have a meeting, right? And during the meeting, you're multitasking, so you're doing something else while you're doing your meeting. Like maybe you're designing a house while you're having a meeting, which I see you do quite often.
Yes, I never
do
do
your
that.
online meetings.
I never do that.
So let's say that, yeah, because you're doing this, that you make a mistake in the meeting. Like, I don't know, like somebody's asking you a question, you answered it, but then it was the wrong answer because you were too busy focusing on something else. How do you fix that mistake?
No, I don't do that.
This is an example.
Oh, that is a bad example. No, so as I'm not sure if there's a manifesting generator or just me as a person. For example, in such a case, somebody would ask suddenly a question where I was focusing maybe on something else at that particular moment. They would just say, "What was the question? I cannot hear you because we're in a long distance call." So you can, therefore you can multitask, but therefore you can also easier go around it.
Okay, but this is really interesting because do you feel like it's just the way that you are? Do you think that it's just in your aura, that you have just an aura that is maybe charming? Because manifesting generators may have more of a nice, charming aura that it can help them to get away with things when they skip steps or make mistakes?
No, I think possible.
Yeah.
But, of course I have a nice aura. But next to that, it's also a matter of just accepting what happened.
Okay.
Instead of making always excuses,
Okay.
you're not going to spend energy in making excuses. You just spend that energy in creating something that works even better maybe, or
Okay.
at least makes it work.
So maybe it could still be in the aura, because when you're thinking something inside, like you're thinking like, oh, it's okay, you just maybe appear more calm and relaxed, and like you at least still know what you're doing or how you're gonna fix it in the
that's
future,
possible.
rather than being somebody who, like, when you make a mistake and then you start to feel guilty and then you start to be shy, and that increases the
Now for people, and that's not the first time, but once people get to know you, of course they know you're gonna fix it.
okay.
So they are also less worried themselves, because
Yeah.
no matter what happens, that's the guy that will fix it anyway,
Okay.
left or right.
Okay, that's very interesting. Next one is informing others. Okay, so because manifesting generators are a mix of manifestor and the generator, one of the things that helps a manifesting generator in their ability to have peace and work with flow is, according to human design advice, is to inform other people of what you're going to do, so that you don't meet resistance, or you don't, like, I should say, like, step over other people where you want to do something kind of like that. How do you inform, or how do you make sure to inform other people who are not going to be able to keep up with you?
So of course you always meet people who think differently or are focused on different areas, where maybe a manifesting generator is quickly running to the end. Others are still at the starting line thinking, is it really the right thing to do, to run towards? So yes, once you meet those people, you always have to convince them a little bit more from, okay, this might not be the right reason or the right direction, but we can always change later. Or we do nothing now, and we just gonna sit here together and do nothing, and then hopefully it suddenly comes to you. And so, for example, if you have but if like a 5-step plan, I just do 1, 3, 5.
Okay.
And some people just get stuck at 2 and 4.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a really good thing to, like,
So
elaborate
then
on.
you have to go with them to step 2, why you skipped that, or why you thought, okay, I already had 3, and this is less important, or you already thought of a solution or an idea for that other part,
Okay.
which you didn't say or
Yes.
forgot to say.
Okay, so the last question that we have for today is about making decisions from the gut. Because you are a sacral authority manifesting generator.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to make decisions. Your gut can basically tell you when something is right or when something is wrong. So how do you know that your gut is telling you something? What does it feel like?
It's your gut speaking. You don't know.
What can you describe it?
It's just like there. It's like the sun or the air we breathe.
Okay, let's say you have two choices, right?
Yes.
How do you know that your gut is telling you to choose A and not B? When you look at A,
you look at A, you think, oh. You look at B, you think, oh. And then you know it's D.
this is B.
Yeah.
It's using B. Okay, that's very interesting because there's actually a strategy for generator types when listening to their sacral is to ask a yes or no question. And basically, if you ask a yes or no question and the sacral, you can hear the sacral, and they say, if the sacral is saying, uh-huh, that means yes. If you hear it and it's, that means no. Do you have this experience with your gut? How do you know?
It feels like a knowing. It feels like, oh, this house we should take. And there's a lot of reasons why not, but you already have, as a manifesting generator, you already went all over all the steps and made a calculation, for example, of, oh, that's possible, yeah, around this. And then your gut feeling says, yeah, just do it. Like that.
Yeah, so what advice can you give to other people who want to listen to their gut, who are overwhelmed by their mind?
Just don't think too much. I mean, of course, rationalize the first step, but don't over-rationalize. It's like over-rationalizing is maybe something you can ask 10, is why you do that, and then you take 3 steps back, or sometimes 10 steps, and then you just follow the first instinct, in which he usually also comes at the end.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I mean, that's a good advice.
Hey, so your first thought is, oh, I want this. Then you're gonna think, okay, why not?
Yeah.
Quickly, just like 2-3 seconds per each, not 30 minutes or 3 days or 7 days, because that is your thinking. But the first 3 things you can think, oh, maybe this or that or that. Yeah, I have to check this. And if that all checks out, then you can just follow your gut feeling.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying that basically the gut feeling, the first feeling when you're choosing something, the first feeling is usually right, but of course you can then validate whether it's actually rational or not. And then if it kind of is, then the first feeling, then go with that one.
Yes, because of course the gut is your first opinion of something, which is usually right, but it doesn't have all the information at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, for example, you can say, oh, I really like that boy or girl, but then you find out, oh, he was cheating or he was doing this. And that, of course, is a different information, which you also have to take into account. Even though you liked him at first sight, doesn't mean you keep liking him. Because suddenly you know his values or his actions. Of course, they also interact with your own final decision.
Yeah, I see.
Your gut decision is just your first step, saying, oh, I want to go this. And then you're going to look.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good advice.
That's good.
Okay, beautiful souls. So that's going to be the end of this video today. If you would like to share your experiences being a manifesting generator and what you think about this video, do leave comments in below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you already have, then thank you very much for coming along. And of course, I do birth chart readings, synastry, relationship, astrology readings. If you would like to know a little bit about your human design body graph, you can always email me and I can look at that for you as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you want a massage in Holland, you can always come by as well.
That is true. Okay, so I'll see you soon, beautiful souls. We will see you soon, beautiful souls. Bye.
Bye.
I maybe should introduce your astrology as well.
What?
Like your astrology, like what is your sun, moon, rising for people who are watching this because of astrology.
Oh, I thought we were watching this because of human design.
Yes, but there's a lot. This is an astrology channel. So
Oh, that's true. It's all intertwined. Gene keys, human design, astrology, everything. Intertwined like this. So yes, tell my astrology.
Yes. It's kind of hot.
It is warm.
Yeah. And also we're drinking wine.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're drunk.
Ben jij dronken?
Maybe.
Ah,
Mission.
Oké, misschien. Kom, volgende vraag. What do you want?
maybe move it here.
Yeah, sure, it's your laptop.
Or can we switch places?
That was also okay.
Yeah,
Shall we
because
do
I
that?
can. Yes, because I cannot see.
Because my face is better with the green birdie. Yes.
So I guess the question is.
I thought I was going to answer now. Well,
But
sure,
basically-
keep going.
basically-
Yeah.
Talking too much. Basically, do you resonate with this? And what is your day? Because most people are gonna be looking at you.
Yes, look at me. I'm the Leo. Look at me.
It's already filming, you know.
I know.